today I'm gonna check some nests. And the main reason I do that when I have a mixed aviary is that I need to know when to start live food. So if I don't know, when eggs are laid, that's hard to do. If I start live food too early and nobody's feeding chicks, well, it can be tricky. I can interrupt the cycle that birds are on that are not quite as far along, particularly species that I'm interested in, like, for example, the quail finches. Interested in breeding, I mean. I'm interested in all the species and all my birds. Could you not talk about it quite so much right now? So that's why I would do that. And in particular, I'm going to check Molly, the Forbes parrotfinch, Molly and Paul's nest, to see if there's any fertile eggs, because I have reason to think that there might not be given her age. You can candle them in the nest, but I know one of the eggs was not good. Hopefully you can see that the quality of the shell is not very good. I'm not sure if you can or not. It doesn't show up very well. And that was obvious when it was laid. So she was deficient in at least calcium, but maybe some other stuff as well. The reason I pulled it is you can see that sort of grayish dark color. That means it was fertilized, but now it's not viable. In other words, it's dead in shell. What can happen with a bad shell and a dead embryo is that the shell could break and then the nest can be contaminated. So since it's dead anyway, I'm going to remove it, but I'm not, and the two other eggs that are infertile, I'm leaving them because I don't want them to come back and find one egg and then think they should start a new clutch. Anyway, you guys know all that. But I want to know, because they're the first pair that is incubating, they will be the trigger for when the live food starts. And I kind of need to know, how much I should be feeding, when I should be feeding. And then the second nest is up here, which is a gold-breasted nest, although one of my black cheeks spends an awful lot of time nearby. So I'm wondering if it's actually a black cheek nest that the gold-breasted have, moved in. I talked about that before. I think actually it really is a gold-breasted nest. So I'm not sure what's up. I think it's just a nosy black cheek. Okay, so there's that. I don't have any quail finches nesting that I can tell. Then there's a nest up there, which is a black cheek nest, but it's not, it's like a roosting nest. It's not a real, or else the construct is not finished, which is why I'm making more burlap. And yeah, that's it. The twin spots won't be nesting until later October, November timeframe, typically. And also the black cheeks and maybe the quailfinch. The quailfinch I just don't know well enough to know what their schedule is. So, and they came like in January of last year, so this is their first fall in the aviary. Okay, so there's that. That's what's going on. kind of the calm before the storm. Let me put this stuff over there and finish my coffee, and let's watch birds. The next video, no talking, just birds.